Good afternoon, folks, from the grounds of the Executive Marshal. This is Spoon TV, me, Sylvester Tropley, and on today, His Excellency President Joseph Norman Boakai is hosting his second cabinet meeting here at the grounds of the Executive Marshal. Last week, the President held his first cabinet meeting on last week, Friday, and that meeting high on the agenda was the 100 days deliverables. So on today, again, the president is now convening another meeting. So as you can see here, the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn, is already seated. And of course, here you have Commerce Minister Ami Modai, Foreign Affairs Minister Madam Sarah Nyanti is also here. So then I'll bring you those who are already seated here. Making this, this is the ambassador at large. That's good. President Boakai is cabinet members. So this meeting is being followed. After a few days, the president commissioned his first cabinet members. From that time, the president has been having series of meetings with those who have been confirmed, those government officials who have been confirmed, have been having meetings with the officials. Okay. All right. What's it? And in fact, will also be the signing of an So today's event is in two folds. One will be for a signing ceremony, basically on an agricultural activities, and the another one is, of course, the cabinet meeting. All right. So this meeting commences immediately when His Excellency President Joseph Newman Boakai arrives here. So from the very first cabinet meeting called for by His Excellency President Boakai, the president mandated each cabinet member to be able to formulate a plan for each sector of the ministry and effectively begin to work all of these plans, especially for this government's 100 days deliverables. All right, so again, the president is here convening another meeting just after a few days. After a few days of the first cabinet meeting, is now convening another one. So perhaps that means that last meeting discussions were not concluded.
Attention, please. His Excellency will be without momentarily, so we want to remind you to kindly place your phones on silent, yes, and off. You will not be allowed to use the hearing.
So the president is now coming for this meeting. His Excellency President Joseph Boakai is now going for the second meeting, second cabinet meeting right here.
Announce the arrival of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia.
His Excellency Joseph Boakai has arrived here for the meeting.
Okay, with that, with all pressmen, photographers, protocol officers, please excuse us. Thank you very much.
So we will now get out as the meeting goes on. Where's it? The GPS. Don't talk about that. So, folks, the meeting will now go on. So, last week Friday specifically, His Excellency Joseph Boakai convened his first cabinet meeting, and on that meeting, what was high was the 100 days deliverables. That includes the issue of agriculture, roads, and most of the promises made by His Excellency the President Joseph Boakai during the campaign. So during that meeting, the president, according to information, because we were not in the meeting, but after the meeting, we were told that the president mandated each cabinet member or official to be able to formulate their program as per the sector or ministry to be able to work within the 100 days that the president, has planned. So today, the president is now convening another cabinet meeting with schools of government officials. So over there, you have most of his government officials are in there. Already, you have the foreign minister, Madam Sarah Besro Nyanti, who is the dean of the cabinet. We also have the commerce minister, Mr. Ami Mudai, and other officials of government are already there to know Sylvester Grisby, the Minister of State. So all of these meetings following from the first batch of the commissioning that he did a few days ago, where he commissioned, government officials, including ministers, and he mandated them, when it comes to transparency, accountability, and of course, other issues. The president was very clear that in his government, he doesn't want to see anything related to corruption. He wants clearly transparency, and the issue of impunity, he doesn't want it. So he was very strong. So today we are about to see, after this meeting, what will be said. We are hoping after this meeting we could talk to Amanda Kula, who is the presidential press secretary, to bring us to speed as to what will be said and what really will be heard on this meeting today. So we look forward after the meeting to talk to even any of the government officials or ministers who will be who will give us the access to talk to them and know exactly what will be discussed here. But as we can see, the vice president, the president, and all the government officials are in here and ready for the cabinet meeting. So we want to bring you this update to the public. Thanks so very kindly for following. I'm Sylvester Chiroplay, and of course, my colleague Joasi Joe is behind the camera. Thanks so very kindly.